Hello folks, and how you diddling? Excuse me, I'm frog on my throat. You're not allowed to say that anymore. Now what we're going to have a look at is something a bit special. It's my first big boy of one of these. Let's take a look down below. So, what do we have on show tonight? I was going to go with some others, but I'm going to try and break it down into little bits, because otherwise I'd just be overloading with loads of stuff, and I didn't want to do that. So what do we have here? My first big boy Seiko. It's a Seiko Quartz. It's a S0325714. It doesn't have the normal Seiko classification of like the 4-4 numbers. It has a stainless steel gold tone and signed bracelet, 22mm fitted, day date, but I haven't set the day date on it properly yet. Like, it's got a domed crystal, I don't know if you can see that, and it's got an inner chapter ring. Oh, what do you think of that? Now, this bracelet is somewhat like, you know, reminiscent of the 80s, like, you know, pop and click ones, but there we go. Look how big that bugger is. That's a 43mm dial case, like with crown. It hasn't got a signed crown. Oh, I think that is absolutely stunning. So, and for the price I paid for this of £15, and that is a Seiko. So let's take it to the up view and we'll talk some more about it there. Oh, there we go, the Seiko S0325714. It's listed as a dress Seiko Quartz. I don't know why it's got a slightly different classification, but I think that's worth 15 quid of anybody's money. I mean, for a name like that. Now, I have heard that the Seiko Quartz range did have their problems, but you know, it's keeping lovely time. Looks lovely. I mean, it looks like, you know, like a nice dressy Seiko watch. Now, I've gone a bit like mad this month, like, you know, because like, as we know, that this is my what's it, one of the queens of my collection sort of thing, and we've got 3 coming in. Well, I've got 3 here, like, you know, Sekondas, right? It's something old, something blue, and something modern. Trust me, like, you know, it's going to be a full, like, you know, full on works, like. But I just thought I'd like to show that I've still got this, you know, my Sekonda tank. And the reason I've got this out as well, and I've got it up and running, is because I've got a very unusual Slava tank also. Like, these are called tanks because they got a squarish thing there, like a tank, like a fish tank, like, but also built like a tank, like absolutely solidly heavy. You know, and like this one I've got is absolutely unusual. It's a 1 of 500 made. It's got like a special logo in it and stuff like that. So, you know, super rare one. So I'm very pleased with that. And a kind friend of mine on What You Seek forums, he's like, what's it? Sent me a present from America, so you know, I mean, it's all to be happening, and I've got this for the car, which I'm going to put on the I don't know if you can see that, YouTube Watson's World of Wonders in like a military type, which is the website, is the channel name, and this is going to go like, you know, like a sun strip on the front of the windscreen. So that's what we'll be showing tomorrow. Right. I've been fixed the bathroom light. I've done a few bits and pieces around the flat. It's absolutely muggy as hell, and it's been trying to thunder and rain all day. I've been going through the electric window set. I'm just making sure I've got every part that's needed, and I still yet have to test the motors because they haven't been used in like 20 years, like, you know, like, so they could be seized up, which, like, you know, I'd rather know now than put it all together and then like press the button and go Right, so I've been doing a bit of modding with my for my railway set. That is the class DMU 1958 class 101 DMU from Triang. As you can see, I've given it some detail in the cab, just using some paint pens. I've got to find the silver paint one of these, like, because you see the middle smaller square, right, that would be, then the line there, that would be silver. So like, I'm just going to detail those so it looks like it's like the proper like opening door that these did have, but I think that looks pretty good. So, you know, I was going to paint the brake wheel red, but I was looking at some pictures and they're like, you know, invariably all the paint had rubbed off on them and they would just turn like either rusty or black. So yeah, I mean, I think that's doing the job. Like, you know, I've done both of them. Just small things, like, you know, small victories. There's not really much else to say. Oh yeah, I did get some of these. Got these in the post. These all watch hand removers. There goes the phone. Bloody stupid things. Oh, you know, so there you go. So I'm not going to make this a long one, like, you know. I have got rail stuff coming. I'm just working on the HST's motor. I'm waiting for some new brushes and that so I can finish that off, put it back together. Job's done, because like I've protected the insulator. I've insulated the LED wires that were actually bare, like, you know, and they looked like they were banging each other, like, you know, so that must have been fun. So it's all been going on with that, so that'll be up and ready. Then all I've got to do is find some Mark III coaches and a power car. And then I've got myself that HST set, which I've got the box for, which just needs a bit of cellophane and a bit of like repair in the box. Then I've got the full boxed HST set, like, you know, which is, I'm really excited about having that, because that is like, you know, it was one to have, and, you know, it adds worth, adds value and everything else. So the next video will be the Slava tank, the rare one. Then it's going to be the Sekonda Fest, and I will include in the video like the Sekonda advert, which I just kept recording on the video, just watching over and over and over again back in 1990, you know, and you know, and just like there should be another games console coming. Like I bought one that's put into like a Game Boy, like colour case. It's got TFT screen and all the rest of it. It's got 168, like, you know, 8 or 16-bit games on it, like, you know, like I paid £4 for it. Oh, and I've got a Japanese quite high quality soldering station coming with adjustable output. So, and four different shape tips from very fine to, like, you know, like a shovel. You know, so it's all been going on, like, you know, it's a little bit here, a little bit there, like, you know. So, I mean, I'm just sitting here melting, like, I'm absolutely boiling. You know, it's just absolutely mental out there. Like, you know, a week and a half ago, I was freezing my nuts off, and like now, it's like, oh my God, it's like, you know, liquid sweat. You know, it's horrible. You know, so there you go. Like, you know, like and subscribe if you want. Give it a share. You know, like, So tell people about this mad bugger, like, you know, who lives down in Dorset, running around in his 3-wheel van and his like crappy watches, like, I don't think that's crappy. I think for like 15 quid, I think that's less. That is absolutely still of the year. That is, you know. You wait till you see the Sekondas, like, you know, you will be impressed. You really will be. Like, you know, I've done well. Got a thing for the car, so that, you know, when I'm driving around, it acts as an advert for the channel. Like, more and more people get to see it, like, you know, and you know, it's all about, you know, exposure and stuff like that. And of course, if there's anything you people want me to do, say, or look at, or if they want me to revisit something I've looked at before and perhaps not done in as great detail as I should have done, then just leave a comment below and say, hey, look, you know, I'd like to see this one again, or whatever happened to this one. And I mean, if unless it's one of my grails, I mean, if you see something you fancy, you know, send me a message on the, you know, I've made me an offer for something, like, you know, because I mean, some of these are going, you know, I am going to probably put some of my, well, all my Commodorskis up on eBay as a set, like, you know, I'm just going to say, all right, here you go, see how much they get, like, you know, because you know, I'm hopeful that they will get some good, because they're good watches. It's just that I don't wear them, you know. I like big watches, and, you know, unfortunately the Vostok Komodorski doesn't quite tick that box for me. So, Shana's back in Scotland. She went back on the overnight sleeper, like, on Monday. But she's back down in 2 weeks for a full 10 days or so, like, you know. So you may be able to see her, like, you know, Crippling Gill, you know, you'll see her around. And I will love it and leave it there, alright? Take care. Double thumbs up to Seiko, you know, and you wait till you see what else I've got. Oh yeah, and I've still got a VD50 coming in the post. That should be here. That's a Pulsar Mecaquartz, like, you know, complete. And I've got a big boy from Cousins. Like, you know, I've got some movements and some stem and, you know, and stuff like that. Like, you know, because like I found out what I need for the Ted Baker watch. I've got crowns coming out of my ear rolls and stuff like that. Like, you know, and then that'll be putting another couple of watches back into the collection. And I do hope I can, if I can clear enough room, get in a way that I can put this camera like face down, like, and actually looking at my hands instead of looking at me mush or looking at my ear roll or something, like, you know. So then the beard's growing back, so I'm probably going to have to get the old, like, lawnmower out tomorrow and give it a good old trim, you know. And anyway, take care, stay healthy. I've been double vaccinated now. So, you know, I got through COVID without getting it, you know. So I'm quite pleased with that. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.